Welcome everyone. So this is the masterpiece today. Alright, this is taken in Iceland, and you can see here there's an iceberg on the leg, and it's because the glacier. Alright, so the glacier is just next to us, and so we have these amazing locations. So this is what exactly in my mind, and you can see the color. The blue lagoon is so beautiful, right? And you can see the beautiful light on the subject, and this is from the sunlight, so without any flash for this photo. So I'm just using the natural light. So what we are going to do is later you see the raw file, or you download the raw files and you open it, and you can see the color isn't as good as what we seen from our eyes. Why? Because of when we go to the location, everything is just the color isn't as good as what we imagine in our mind, and most of the time we try to capture and even worse. So the color, the contrast, everything is not right, and all the thing is not that what we want in our mind, and post-processing is going to help you. Alright, so what I'm going to do always, I'm trying to deliver the best to our clients. So I want to bring the most beautiful color, I want to bring the most expectation from my clients, and this is what they want. Alright, so this is what they want and what we want too. This is what everybody wants, the color, the beautiful scenes, and especially they travel so far to the location to have the shoot, and they want to have a beautiful, amazing portrait, the photograph that to hang on the wall, to put in the house, to put in the albums, alright, to print it out, and this is what we're trying to do. And that's why the post-processing in Lightroom or in Photoshop, the whole process, try to enhance, try to bring back the details, to bring back the color, to bring back the whole ambience, feel that exactly the same, alright, in the photo and in the actual place. So we want to bring the whole ambience, whole mood, the whole feeling into the photos, into our photos. So this is what we need to do in editing. So this is also one of my favorite because of the special locations, and also I love the sunlight, how the sunlight fall to the subjects. And the most important thing is I'm trying to both to work together with the light directions, because we have the sunlight on top. Actually we shooting this location, the time of the day is around 11-12 o'clock, and the sun is on top of us. So this is not a best time of the day, but whatever it is, we want to able to capture the best. Alright, so I'm trying to work with the pose and trying to get the best light on the face, especially on the face, and also try to merge the whole mood with the pose and to the background as well. And for the composition, the composition you can see, I try to place the subjects in the best place that we have. It's the lagoon, alright, so without any line cutting on the edge, cutting on the head of the body, no, nothing. So just the model sitting on the rock, and the whole subject is so clean together with the background itself, right? Okay, I try to put the higher angle for the subject, so you can see when I put my angle slightly higher, and I can have the whole subject without any line cutting on the head, so there's not anything distracting the subject. Alright, so it's a very safe place. Alright, so this is the composition and the lighting. Alright, so now we are trying to do our best job in the post process in the Photoshop. So are you ready? Let's do it. Alright, so here you see the raw files. Okay, you can open the raw files here, and I'm using the camera roll. So you can use Lightroom, you can use camera roll, it's the same. So this is the place that we have, and you can see the light on the subject. So we're using the sunlight, nature light. And the challenging part is this, the iceberg behind in the background is very easy to overexpose. So we don't want to have the blown out iceberg. So we want to have a beautiful highlight details on it. And when we shoot this one, the priority is exposure for the highlights. Alright, so I try to get the best exposure to the iceberg, to the highlight behind, and I want to preserve the details in the highlight. So because it's very important, because the iceberg is the whole image, why we can have a very beautiful wow image, because of the ice behind. Alright, so and the location itself, the ice is the most important things. Alright, and of course the subject is the most important thing, but the location, I mean, so we cannot lose the most important details for the locations. And this is the purpose we travel to this location, right? And right, we want to save everything we can. Right, so the sky actually is not that amazing, but we don't care about the sky, so I don't have so much sky in the photo. So we have the ice, alright, and we have the lake, so the blue lagoon with the ice from the glacier, and we need to pose the subject beautifully, and then now go to Photoshops. Right, so the first thing is of course the basics here. So we want to make the whole things nice exposure, everything. So you can see here the histogram, my data here is all inside, so we have all full of details. Okay, we have full of details. So I'm using ISO 100, right? So this is 50mm, I'm using 50mm and f8. Okay, so you can see how strong the sunlight here, because this is a midday, and I use 1/2000 shutter. Okay, shutter speed. Okay, it's very fast because of the sunlight is very strong. Okay, it's very strong, so very harsh, very strong. So this is what we are going to fix in the post process. All right, so the first thing is I'm going to exposure a little bit, so trying to get a little bit higher exposure. All right, so but without blown out the details on the eyes, and also reduce the highlight a little bit. So these two we playing together. So playing these two together, try to bring the best we can. So I think the highlight we can minus 100 because very strong highlight behind. Alright, so still can see the eyes. Alright, still can see the eye, and the subject is very good. Okay, very good. And now we are going to do something to change the temperature a little bit. So we have a temperature 5006, okay, and now we're going to make it a little bit blue. Okay, so 5002. All right, I think it's good. 5002, beautiful. All right, and go to the texture and calibrations. All right, so maybe I have a little bit of texture to make it. You can have a little bit sharpness in the texture as well. So I try to make it a +5. Okay, not much, just a little bit. Okay, and these two we cannot do much. Okay, clarity here also, if you do much, it's like this, it's too strong. Okay, this is what we don't want, so we can do also 5. Right, enough, more than enough. All right, so now we're going to curve, or okay, we go to shadow here. Okay, we bring shadow, a little bit of shadow like this one. All right, 75 is good. Alright, and now go to the next one, details. Okay, details, noise reduction, a little bit of noise reduction by 10. Alright, and color mixer. Okay, now straight to the orange channel, skin color. So our skin color is orange channel, always. And I'm trying to make it +60. And how about the red? Okay, the red also affected a little bit, so I also try to make it 40. Alright, and now we go to yellow. So what about the yellow? The yellow basically is the behind the background, the rock, okay, with the yellow color. So it's this channel, yellow channel. Okay, you see here, yellow. Alright, so maybe I think we don't touch the yellow, it's fine here. Alright. Okay, so I try to make the hue for the yellow a little bit. Okay, like this. Okay, I want to make it a little bit brown color and yellow color, so it's not too green. So the original is very green, right? Okay, good. So saturation here, so you can have a beautiful color like this. All right, if you want vibrant color for the rock. Okay, so if you want to have a beautiful like the yellow color, more beautiful, more vibrant, more saturation, you can increase the saturation in yellow channel. So this one without affecting the skin tone, so no need to worry about the skin tone. Okay, so but for me, I want just to have a blue and the subjects blue and white. Okay, basically most I want to show in the photo is the blue and white. So I'm going to remove the saturations. Okay, remove the saturation, and also I go to green here. I remove the green here. I want to have the pure gray rock. Okay, so the gray color of rock. All right, so this is what that I'm doing. Okay, you can see here. And now I'm going to do the blue color here. So you can have the blue lagoon with the aquas and also with the blues channel. All right, so right, you can see immediately the color is, yes, it's pop in the photos, right? And the luminance you can try to adjust as well. If you want to have the iceberg have the blue light have brighten up, okay, you can do this. And alright, and this one is the whole blue color. Alright, so I don't touch this one much. Okay, make it 10 enough. But the aqua is the blue eyes, right? You can see the blue eyes behind. Good. So I make it 100. Okay, I make it 100. And go to the saturation again. So let's see, we can add more, a little bit more. Alright, so by 60, and this one 100. Alright. So wow, alright, the color actually is nice. Alright, so and the skin tone I adjust a little bit, the luminance of the red. Okay, 60. And alright, so I think both I make it 60. Alright, so now you have already see the picture that we want, the color that we want, right? So you see the before and after, right? So it's so big different that just a little bit adjust. I just do my basic and the color mixer, that's it. These two things make the whole image turn extraordinary, turn wow effects, okay, the impact, right? So very simple, right? So first, basic. Okay, we have this setting here. All right, exposure, highlight, shadow, and we adjust the temperature. Okay, and the next one we go to color mixer. You can have all these settings in the luminance, and I turn the hue a little bit, or you just straight through the saturation. So I remove the green color and the yellow color on the rock. All right, and then we go to enhance the saturations on aquas and the blues. All right, so that's it. Color grading, don't need to touch. Optic, you need to touch. All right, everything is just fine. And you can go to calibration and you can add more color. Actually, you can add more color. All right, so I think it's fine for me. All right, so if I want to add, I add 20. Okay, plus 20 for blue primary saturation here. So you can have more vibrant color, or you want to low saturation. Okay, but I think vibrant for this one is good, right? Because we just have the blue and white, that's it. So we have not much color distract. Okay, so only two color. Okay, blue and white, and also one of the color is gray. All right, that's it. So beautiful, done. All right, so now we're going to Photoshop to enhance the skin tone, skin color, and to fix. I want to fix the gray rocks. Okay, to make it pure gray. All right, and also to fix the body, the shape of the subjects. Okay, and I saw the people behind the standing on the mountain, so I'm trying to remove them. That's it. So this is what all we need to do in Photoshop. Right, so let's do it. All right, here we are in Photoshop. So Okay, the first thing is we're trying to make the image look clean, right? So the first thing is I'm trying to clean up all these some small stuff, right? Very simple. I'm using the path tool. Is very easy to use. You just select. So the path tool is here. So this is the path tool. All right. So just select and move. Right. So very simple things. All right, and this one. So it's not a big deal or such a small things, all right? So, but for me, I'm trying to make it as clean as I can, right? So, when the image look clean, that means you have less distracting for the subjects. So, it's going to make the whole picture better. So the subject is immediately focused by our eyes. Right, and alright, so make it clean. Okay, good. Yes, alright, the lagoon is nice, and one more here, this one. Okay. Alright, and alright, the big bird behind. So you can see here I'm using 50mm. Alright, so that's why you can see the background is blur. Alright, because 50mm you have more depth in the photos. So now we remove the people behind, right? And here. So we can also use content away, which is you click shift and delete. So this is content away and 100% color adaptations, right? And this one. And here, another content away. And here. Alright, good. I know what's that. So when you don't know the things, you can remove it. Alright, good. Perfect. Alright, so we clean it up already. Done. And now we're trying to fix the second thing is I want to fix the subject. Alright, the shape of the body. So we're going to liquify it, okay, to make the shape of the body better, nicer. Alright, so very easy, just a little bit. So when you place the subject in the negative space like this one, this is what we call negative space, clean background. So you can have very simple and easy way to do your liquefied without affect the background behind. Right, this is what the best things. Right. Neck here. Right, and I think almost done. Good. And you can see this one, you can make it flow a little bit like this. Right, so preview. Alright, good, perfect. Alright, click OK. Nice. And now we're going to do the skin tone, right? The face, the skin tone, everything. So before that, we're trying to, before we go to the portraiture, so I always use portraiture because it's faster, better. Alright, and before you go into portraiture, you need to remove something big, okay, on the skin. Alright, so you can remove, you can use path tool. Alright, also to make it clean. Alright, I think it's better in here a little bit. Good. Alright, so now you clean the skin. Alright, and what is that? Okay, I don't know what is that. Okay, maybe the dress. So we can also fix the dress like this. Content away. Good. Alright, make it clean and make it perfect. And now go to the portraiture. So image dynamic portraiture. So I'm trying to brighten up the skin with the portraiture. Alright, so I am going to read the skin color first. So the first thing is, okay, you pick the skin color, right? And now you go to enhance, so you can do less contrast. Okay, you see, so when you have a very harsh light and you have a lot of shadow on the face, so the shadow actually can improve by the less contrast. So do less contrast like this, you see, so you improve before, after. Look at the shadow on the skin. Right, so this is the tricks. Alright, so less 10, I think, good. So to make the light softer, and also you can bring out the skin color by brightness, so you can have more brightness, right? And the tint, I think is fine, but the warm color, okay, can make it less warm. Okay, because this is very cold location. It's a glacier lagoon and it's quite cold. Alright, so what we're going to do is the skin color should not be so warm, right? So we're going to -6, right? So I'm use mask 80%. Okay, use mask 80%, and sharpness I do a little bit by 10. So -6 for warm, and this is the brightness and the contrast, right? Good. So I think it's right, pretty nice here. And click OK. New layer, remember, and output mask. Click OK. Alright, so you see here, this is the mask, right? This is the mask. Good, it's pretty good, nice, right? Alright, so before and after. So you see the rock actually is affected, the mountain behind is affected because it's similar with the skin tone. Alright, so let's check. I think the mountain behind is fine. I like the brightness of mountain behind as well. And the rock in front, okay, the rock in front actually is good as also. Okay, but I don't want to have the same brightness, so I'm going to do a black mask again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush the area that I actually want to have the portraiture effects. Alright, so make it softness, the brush softness. So first thing is the mountain behind, and then we have the face, of course. So the face we can actually make like this one. So we still want the shadow on the neck, but not the whole face. So we can make like this, and the glacier, and the body, hand, yes, we need the hand, the leg, right, and the rock here. Right, and the rock here as well. Alright, good. So this is the masking I done here. Alright, so I do the rock a little bit, and the glacier color, the mountain behind, and of course the face, and you see the neck, I remain the shadow for the neck. Alright, so that's right, good. Alright, I think it's fine here. Good, we have almost done everything. Okay, so we flatten it. Good, so now we're going to do the structure and to punch out the color, the iceberg, especially the you see the highlight here is very strong. So we can try to reduce a little bit here. Okay, try to burn a little bit here. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one to burn, okay, use the burn tool, okay, to burn a little bit. So let's burn the mid-tone. This one I'm trying to burn the mid-tone. So we have more details back. Alright. Good. Okay, and I'm going to dodge, okay, dodge the mid-tone. So I want the blue, actually, the blue is very nice on the eyes here. Very, very nice. Make it shining, okay? So I also try to dodge the mid-tone. Alright. That's good. You see the iceberg is shining, okay? There's a reflection in between, right? So it's good. And alright, I think it's pretty nice here. So what we're going to do now, we're going to fix the rock color, so to make it gray. So what happened is try to make one new blank layer here and go to color branding mode. So this is color branding mode. Alright, and so if you want the rock with the gray color, okay, so pick the brush and then, so this is the color you want, right? So this is the gray color, so you can pan it, okay, you can pan the color. So this one you cannot pan out to the lagoon, the lake, so you need to be careful. Alright, so opacity you can put maybe 80%. Alright, so start pan a little bit. Right, so like this you can have the whole rock to have the you fix the rock color actually. Okay, you see here before after. Let me zoom in for you. So the rock have some blue color on it, so you can fix like by this one. Okay, very simple. Okay, here if you have something that you want to erase, you can erase by this one. Okay, you can bring it back. Right, you can bring back. So you can see here, you bring back and we brush again here. Alright, and anything here. Alright, and here as well, and on the rock here. Okay, so try to paint. There's a green color and blue color in the shade of the rock, so you can actually fix. Okay, make it gray color. Okay, I'm trying to make it gray. Nice. All right. Right, so like this, the rock color is not all the color, too many color going on every way, right, on the rock. So now we fix already. All right, so I saw something that I want to fix as well is this one. So there's some on the ice. So try to make it nice. Oh, this layer. Alright. Okay, good. And here we can use content away. Right, content away. And the texture you can do like this. So we have the texture. Alright. Good. Nice. Alright, so now we're going to, I want to add the color, which is the mountain there, to add some yellow and green color on it. So go to selective color. So let me check the red, is it work for the red? Alright, it's not. Alright, so go to the yellow. So I think it's still the yellow there. and I try to make more, okay, more yellow and red and not green, so also go to red. Okay, trying to add the yellow color. Alright, so yellow channel here, you see 100% yellow. I try to add more yellow. Alright, add more yellow and magenta here, and add more green and red, and here red color. Okay, 40 and 40. Alright, so I try to make it more color for the mountain, right? For the mountain. So this one selective, put on top. This one you can flatten. Okay, so selective color, now you make it and try to duplicate. Okay, try to duplicate more. You see the color is come out. Okay, now you're going to make another one. So go to yellow. So this one you can make it red. So it's like add some color on the mountain. It's like a glass on it. Okay, the glass, the green glass. Okay, good. So this tree, so it's for the mountain. Okay, just for the mountain. Alright, and you put in a group. Alright, and put a black mask. So you can just brush it up. Okay, just brush. See? So you have add the color on the mountain. It's nice. Alright, okay, flatten it. What I want is actually all here. Okay, so I want to enhance a little bit with the Color Effects Pro. So let's go to Color Effects Pro here. Okay, so before we do the tonal contrast, I'm going to do tonal contrast. Alright, so before we do this, I'm going to enhance the color, okay, by the brilliant warm. Okay, let's check the brilliant warm here. So I want to add some sunlight on the picture. So the original is like this, so I want to add some warm color on it by, I think, 30%. Let's check 30%. Right, yes. Yeah, I think it's good. And the saturation, I think, is nice. Okay, I can add some perceptual saturation here. Right, so just by 5%. Alright, 5%, just a little bit. Alright, so I think it's good. Alright, so I want to make actually this one for the color and the mountain. The color for the mountain and the sky a little bit, and the leg a little bit. Alright, so let's see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm trying to paint some warm color in the photos, but not the whole images. Alright, just a certain part. Alright, so now we have the whole images like this one already. Alright, so I want to make the black mask. Okay, so this is the blue we want. So, but some part we still want the warm. So what I want is I show here so you can see the area. So I want actually the mountain here. Okay, the mountain here. And I'm trying to make 50%. So like this one, the sky here. And also the glacier, the iceberg here. Okay, you can add some warm on here. Alright, so this is what I'm trying to add. Alright, nice. Okay, good. So, and what about the leg here? Okay, so the leg here. Okay, a little bit of the leg here. Okay, like this one. So I'm going to do a little bit here. And also here. Okay, not the subject. So I'm trying to make a little bit warm color here. Just a little bit. That's right, and check. Alright. Okay, not too much. Okay, not too much. So like this. Okay, slightly change, slightly different. Alright. So check again. Okay, I think it's good. Alright, and check again. Okay, a little bit of the skin color by, I think 30%. Okay, here, and the dress. Okay, another 30% here for the face. Okay, good. So you see there's a different percentage. Okay, different percentage. Okay, here the eyes don't affect the eyes. Alright. Alright, good. So check again here. So this is the masking that I'm trying to add some warmth inside there. Alright, so the first thing is the mountain, and then the blue lagoon. So I want to have some part is purely blue and some part is not so blue, but I want to add in some warmth, and also the skin tone a little bit 30%. Alright, so that's it. So this is the whole thing, and when we mask, try to use the soft brush. Okay, so you can see I'm using the very soft brush. Okay, so that's right. So we try to merge all these two together. Okay, and so now we can do the tonal contrast. Go to the Nik Corrections Color Effects Pro. Okay, so the color contrast, okay, tonal contrast here. So wow, alright, this is very strong. So 0%, okay, better. Okay, make it 0% saturations, and the shadow we also want to make it 0%. So now the mid-tone. Okay, let's check the mid-tone and the highlight. The highlight I think is very good for the iceberg behind. So you see the eyes, wow, it's pop out from the image. Alright, so but the highlight, if you afraid the shade, the highlight details sprawl out, so you can actually reduce the highlight here. Okay, I'm going to do it by 15%, so reduce the highlight. So try to protect the highlight. Okay, and so again, so we can make the highlight pop from the image like this one. So I make it 60%. Alright, and here the mid-tone a little bit. Okay, a little bit by 20%. Alright, so here, wow, it's very nice compare before and after, especially the eyes. Alright, with the highlight, is obviously you can see the difference. Okay, good, very nice. And click OK. Wow, beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. Alright, and now we're trying to make a black mask. So again, so we are not going to do for the whole things, but we want to do for certain parts. So you can make 100% opacity, very simple, just to brush like this. You can see here, I brush again. So I just brush, simply brush. Okay, the iceberg with the highlight, like this, right? And so the eyes is up. And what else? So maybe the rock and maybe the dress. And the leg actually is nice. Okay, so I want to change opacity to 60%. Right, so let's do 60% for the entire image. Here, alright, I think it's nice. And another 16% for the dress. Okay, just simply brush. It's okay. You do this. If you do this, it's okay. Okay, it's nice. Alright, that's it. Okay, done. Check. Good. Wow, perfect. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Alright. Okay, I want to liquefy the leg a little bit. Okay, here. Okay, flattened, and I'm going to liquefy. So I found that the leg is not that nice. Okay, I'm trying to fix a little bit here and make it slim and make it yes. Alright, so I'm trying to make the leg tilt down so it's better. See? Slimmer and better. Okay, maybe not too slim like this. Okay, it's nice. Right, slimmer and better. Okay, and the body here. Okay, actually I want to try to make this one. Right, nice. Alright, so the leg, be careful of the leg behind. There's a texture behind. Alright, just a little bit. Done. Alright, good. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Okay, done. Very nice. Alright, so let's check the lever. Okay, see we can increase any light on it. Okay, you can see here the histogram on the lever is just nice, so everything is in between. Very, very good. And check again. So I'm holding the option key, and click the highlight so to check the whole image lighting, the brightness actually. So I'm checking the brightness. So maybe we can improve a little bit like this, increase. Okay, so I can increase for the face. So not for the eyes behind, but for the face. Alright, so you can see the brightness. And also I turn to black mask because I just want to have the skin color and the leg a little bit here. A little bit of eyes. Okay, that's it. So this is what I'm trying to make the brightness with the lever here. So after we check, we can increase more. Right, so zoom out and check. Good. Alright, so anything what we need to do here. The dress is nice. The dress itself is blue color. Alright, it's blue and it's dark blue. Okay, I think it's perfect. It's just perfect. If you want to enhance the dress, okay, actually you can enhance the highlight, dodge the highlight. Okay, the highlight here is nice. You can see the highlight here. So actually you can add a little bit more. Alright, so let's make a new one. So when I add more like this one, the highlight, and dodge the highlight actually, and also here. Right, so this is what you can actually do for the dress. Alright, I think it's fine. Okay, it's good enough. Alright, so let's check. You see the dress, right? And so you have the new layer. Okay, you have white mask. Put the white mask and remove the part, remove the dot. Okay, if you dot out of the range, right, so you can remove a little bit. Good. Alright, so see the dress here. So you just do some rim light for the dress. Alright, so before, after. Better. Alright, slightly better. Okay, good. So now we're going to flatten it. Alright, so check the before and after. Go to the before. So this is before and this is after. Alright, before and after. So you see the color on the mountain is actually at the beautiful feeling for the masterpiece, right? The warm color, especially the yellow color on the mountain, right? And some warm color on the sky, and also to the leg as well. And the details on the iceberg is beautiful, so nice. And the body of the shape of body, and also the rock here we improve, right? So you see here, right? Very simple, very nice. Okay, so this is ready to print out and then to frame it and to hang on the wall and to appreciate what you have done, okay, to the masterpiece. All right, so this is what made me feel more passion for photography and to keep going on, to keep creating masterpiece. All right, so I hope you have the same feeling, and we see each other in the next masterpiece. Cheers.